got a 2007 Kia Spectra, and the symptom is when you turn the AC on. How do you turn it on? Well, it's working now. Well, so it's intermittent, and sometimes when you turn the AC on, you can hear the compressor kick, and you don't feel anything blowing out of the vents. And when that happens, you can reach down underneath here and tap the motor, and then it starts working again. Also, you can feel when it is working, the wiring gets a little bit warm down here. So went ahead and purchased a new blower motor, 80 bucks. We're gonna replace it today. First, we'll start by opening the glove box, and we're gonna need to pull this glove box down, and there's a string right here that we need to loosen up. So we'll pull this clip out, route this inside here, and we'll catch it here in a second. And then we have these blocked clips that we need to release. So we pull back on these. Let's see here. Kind of pull the front up, pull forward, and then they pulls right out. Do that for both sides. And then this folds all the way down. Make sure you empty everything out of here first. Otherwise, it just goes on the floor. It's no big deal. Now we expose the hinge pins, and we just pull them out. And you can take the glove box, put it off to the side. For the string, we'll just kind of tuck it right here for now. That way we can reach it to put it back together. All right, that's good. All right, so with the glove box off, you can see this component right here is your blower motor. And since we're in here, now's a good time to check your cabin air filter. And your cabin air filter sits right here. And you just pull back on these little tabs, pull this out, and you can see how lovely your cabin air filter looks. And in this case, probably a good idea to replace it. Underneath here, you can see your blower motor, and you can see the connector right here. So go ahead and release the connector. There's a little latch mechanism on it. All right, so with the connector disconnected, we have 3 screws. All right, so there's let's see if you can see underneath here, there's 3 screws, Phillips head screws that go on this blower motor. 1, 2, 3, and I've got 2 of them taken out. I got 1 left. Okay, old motor removed. All right, the new blower motor and the 3 screws, and we're going to install this. All right, so the new blower motor is in. It clocks in there one way, so it's got like a key notch right there that you can't get it clocked wrong. All right, so we took the old cabin air filter out and put the housing back in just to test it out. And heading to the store to get a cabin air filter. And there's a noticeable volume difference of the amount of air that's coming out. All right, we'll go ahead and put the new cabin air filter in. There typically is an arrow on it, which is the direction of the airflow as such. So in this vehicle, it would be arrow pointing downward. Yes, arrow pointing downward. And all right, with the new cabin air filter installed, here we go. All right, so cabin air filters replaced, blower motors replaced, and so we'll put the glove box back in position, we'll put the pivot hinge pins. In place. All right, then we'll, over here you can see where I had put the string. Grab the string, don't let go of it. This might be a little bit tricky here. It goes back into that hole right there. There we go. All right. String is in place, and then put your latches back into place. Left side's in, put the right side in. There we go. All right, stop, time out. A couple weeks later, started happening again. But at least the blower motor is getting a nice volume of air coming out, but the intermittent cutting out started happening again. This guy and this guy. Wiggled some wires around underneath there, and underneath there is a connector that looks about like this, and it's actually a resistor for your blower motor. And so even though it very well might just be a connection issue, we're going to go ahead and change the resistor and fix the connector while we're at it. All right, so underneath the dash, see if we can see it. Okay, there she is. There's the connector right there. I'm trying to get it not be so blurry. All right, there's the connector right there. It's got 2 screws, Phillips head screws, and we'll take it out and we'll take a good look at the connector. All right, I went ahead and pulled it out of there. You can see it's been getting nice and warm, melting, heating up those terminals pretty good. So we'll take a good look at that connector. Old resistor and new resistor. This was purchased off online at a pretty decent price. I mean, the price was less than 10 bucks. And so that was an incredible price. So we'll see how long it lasts, and we'll keep the video updated. All right, so this connector was getting very hot, and you can see it's just melted the connector up. So we're not going to be able to use this connector right now. So we'll clean these terminals off and we'll plug them in individually, one at a time, and we'll get a new connector, and we won't post this video until we get a new connector. So we have this connector that's all melted to pieces, so I'm taking the individual wires out, and I'll put tape around the wires to protect them from each other, and we're going to get a new connector.